What's up guys, this is Nerdbook coming at you with another episode of Buttons Spin, and today we are opening our very last Volume 27 Random Booster. And of course, because it is the last one, we did open all of the other ones, we are only missing one. So we know what it is, so let's not delay this any further and open this. But before we continue, leave us a like if you've been enjoying this series, and consider subscribing not to miss any future videos of Buttons Spin. So are you ready? Let's go! And here we are with everything out of the box, and we do have the Devil Blade, which is fantastic. This is still a very rare blade, at least the original color one, the black and red color. The original of it is still a Koro exclusive, so you know it's fantastic for us to get to test this one out, even if it's just completely blue. You know, fantastic that we get to have a Devil Blade from a random booster. It's very cool, despite it being very similar to the Dynamite. As you can see, it looks very similar. It does have some devil wing texture there, which we don't have on Dynamite. And also, I do believe this wing part is slightly longer than the Dynamite wing. But, you know, overall, it is very similar in form factor. It is very similar in appearance and form factor. Yeah, very similar. It's just that the wingtip here is slightly longer than here. But yeah, and because it looks very similar, you can also put the F gear down here and the L gear on it. So it's a fantastic blade. It's pretty cool. If you don't have a Dynamite, then you can make do with this as well. And like I said, this is a rare blade to have. So fantastic to add it to the collection. Very cool, very cool. The core, of course, is Belial 1. So its teeth are pretty decent as an attack type should. But it doesn't have any special gimmicks there. That said, he does look fantastic in these colors. I do like it quite a bit. The armor that comes with it is a 3. It is an armor that has 3 weights on it. And they can align with the wings to give them a more powerful swing. So for attack Beyblades that are more triangular like this with 3 different impact points, 3 is fantastic. 9 is better, but 3 can make do. It's still pretty good. The forge disc that came in it is a Gigas, and you guys know I like this quite a bit. This does help you with life after death because it is more round, because it is smooth below here. It's roundish and smooth, so even if it is octagonal, it will help with life after death when you start tipping like this. So yeah, it's pretty good. It is one of the heaviest Dynamite Battle Forge discs, and also all of its weight, it's lined up outside, much like Over. Over is more round, so I do prefer Over, but this, when you don't have Over, still is fantastic to have. And because the weight is all on the outside, it helps a lot with stamina generation and overall balance. The driver that came with it is a fantastic driver called Mobius. And Mobius was a driver that we saw back in Sparking and Speedstorm. In fact, of course, I don't have any Sparking ones, but back in Speedstorm, this was one of the few drivers that actually retained its free spinning component on Speedstorm. So I do have a soft spot for it. I do like it quite a bit. Over here on the Takara Tomy version, of course, is much better free spinning. And you can see that it does have more like a defensive tip, right? It is more rounded tip there, and it does have this plate around it, which is pretty nice. Supposedly the middle here will wear out, and if it is too worn out to the point where you can't tell that there is a tip in the middle of the circle, then you can no longer use this in tournaments. But yeah, it is an interesting one. It is a slightly tall driver, which is always nice for Dynamite Battle Beyblades, but also any driver that is free spinning does allow it to retain its its stamina and keep spinning more, so I do like that quite a bit. So we get to test a sparking driver on a Dynamite Battle Beyblade. So yeah, these are the parts. Let's assemble it, test it out, and battle it against the other Volume 27 Beyblades. And that's it, folks. There were some crazy battles there. I don't know what was happening. But between Devil Belial and Vanished Longinus, they kept equalizing each other. They tied too many times for me to want to keep going, so we left it as a tie. But he did win against the others, which was pretty interesting. Guilty's blade did hit him pretty hard, was sending him out and everything. But also, just from his Mobius, whenever he got caught on the tornado reach, he would spin like crazy and then get launched off, hit the wall, and use that to hit back. So I don't know how legal that is in tournaments, but he did manage to unbalance Dynamite Valkyrie like that. So yeah, it's at the very least an interesting move. And yeah, take the conclusions you like from that. Leave us a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to see more videos like this. Of course, we are focusing more on Beyblades, but we also do bring other spin tops from time to time. And of course, sometimes we bring stuff that are not even spin tops, but then we try to spin them anyway just to see if we can. So if you're into stuff like that, I'll see you next time, and until then, stay nerdy, guys.